Good day, sir. I'm Threxy Ugdamina, your BSE and freshman student of Leyte Normal University San Isidro Campus, under Entrepreneurial Behavioral Management subjects. So here is my video recitation presentation task. Today, I'm going to discuss three topics which are how an entrepreneur works to the businessman, the different behavior and attitudes of a certain entrepreneur, and lastly, the organizational management. How an entrepreneur works to the businessman. An entrepreneur combines the first three of these to manufacture goods or provide services. They typically create a business plan, hire labor, acquire resources and financing, and provide leadership and management for the business. Entrepreneurs commonly face many obstacles when building their companies. Discuss the different entrepreneur attitudes or behaviors. First is the creativity. Creativity is perhaps the most important attribute for successful entrepreneurs to possess and cultivate. After all, creativity powers innovation, establishes new perspectives and solutions to old problems, and empowers business-led leaders to craft a bold version of their companies and pursue it vigilantly. Professionalism. In this modern era of entrepreneurial endeavor, it is imperative that those who want to succeed should conduct themselves in a professional manner. This involves manifesting self-respect and also respect for the peers, employees, clients, and potential customers with whom you interact. Risk-taking. Risk-taking enables and encourages innovations which can be important product and services differentiator. Failed rests aren't always negative. Sometimes they provide the most valuable business lessons an entrepreneur can learn. Failure helps shape future business strategies and can eventually lead to business growth. Passion. Passion is the fuel that entrepreneurs need to keep going. Research shows that passion is a key predictor of entrepreneurs' creativity, persistence, and venture performance. In other words, the more passionate the entrepreneur, the more likely they are to succeed. Knowledge. He defines a knowledge entrepreneur as someone who is skilled at creating and using intellectual assets for the development of a new ventures by or services that will lead to personal and community wealth creation or to improve and enhance services. And lastly, social skills. To interact with their visions for social justice, a successful social entrepreneur often needs particular robots like recognizing unjust social issues, identifying business opportunities, taking direct action, public speaking, and lastly, creativity. What factors affects the culture of organization? So the factors affect the culture of organization are gender, region, organization strategy, industry, leadership, and employees. Our organization live longer. Large companies needs a continuous input or more and more management energy simple to remain in existence. The larger the company, the more energy it needs to survive. In short, large companies spend more time managing themselves than they do managing their clients. One can say the organization is powerful tool for human being. Effective organizations create results, and to be fully effective, nonprofits must exhibit strengths in five core organizational areas: leadership, decision making, and structure, people, work, process, and system and culture. Too many people are involved in every decisions. Why the divisional structures are very important for organization. Divisional structures are very important for organization because it gives a large business enterprise the ability to segregate large sections of the company's business into semi-autonomous groups. Each division can work as an independent unit. Each division gets adequate freedom. Division managers become experts in their area. Give the different rules and functions of the line and staffing organization. First, general staff. This group has a general background that usually is similar to executives and serves as assistant to top management. Second, specialized staff. Unlike general staff who generally assist only one line executives, the specialized staff provides expert staff ad- advice and services to all employees in a company. Advisory capacity. The primary purposes of this group is to render specialized advice and assistance to management whom needed. We needed. Service capacity. This group provides a service that is useful to organization as a whole and not just to any specific division and function. Control capacity. This group includes quality control staff who may have the authority to control the quality and enforce standards. 6. How the key elements works of organization. So the key elements of organizational design help business leaders establish the company department, chain of command, and overall structure. Question number 7. What are the employees' role in the organization? The employees are the true assets of an organization. They are the ones who contribute effectively towards the successful functioning of an organization. They strive hard to deliver their level best and achieve the assigned targets within the stipulated time frame. Why committee structural is important to organization? It provides excellent training ground for young executives. They also provide opportunities for personal development that individuals may not be able to get their own. Explain the advantages and disadvantages of committee in the organization. So, the advantages of the committee in the organization. So, first, pooling of opinions. The members bring the different backgrounds, values, viewpoints, and abilities. These wide-ranging abilities results in a greater knowledge base. They result in better quality decisions. Additionally, group deliberation generally ensure a throughout consideration of problems from all angles and alternative points of view before arriving decisions. This should not be possible in the same problem was looked at by a single executive. So, improve cooperation. The members of the committee usually get to know each other well and thus see each other's point of view with respect. They are willing to cooperate and coordinate, especially when they become arrive on the rule and how their decisions are going to affect the entire organization. Motivation. From a human standpoint, the biggest advantages of committees may be increased motivation and commitment derived from participation in the committee deliberations and indirect in important organizational affairs. Also, when the committee consists of managers and sub-subordinates, it gives the subordinates some degree of recognition and importance. Representation. Since the committee members may have different interests and opinions that may be opposed to each other, the process of committee's deliberations gives a critical viewpoint and balanced outcome of these different representations. However, even though a committee should be highly representative of all interests, the capabilities of the members should take procedure over the responsibilization. The expression of power. While autocratic authority makes decision-making and implementation faster and easier, it may lead to misuse of power and wrong decisions. However, by spreading authority and responsibility for all committee members, this problem can be eliminated. Executive training. The committee provide an excellent training ground for young executives. They also provide opportunities for personal development that individuals may not be able to get on their own. Continuity. Most committees do not replace all of their members at some time so that some new members join to replace some old members while the other members remain, and thus the continuity of operation is maintained. Communication. Communication can be an excellent forum for management and workers to have simultaneous communication and discuss matters of common interest in atmosphere of goodwill and understanding and reach some mutually benefiting conclusions. Lastly, better chances of recommendation to be accepted. A committee recommendation is much more likely to accept than an individual recommendation. Disadvantages Disadvantages of committee. First, time and cost. The very structure of committee is a costly affair in terms of money and time. The nature of the committee is such that everyone has an equal chance to speak out and take part in discussions, and this can be very time consuming. Compromise. Usually, there is a tendency to represent anonymous decisions and hence a majority viewpoints to taken as representative even when the minority viewpoint is valid. This may result in premature agreements and decisions of quality. The minority may be unwilling to pursue their viewpoints for fear that they will stand out and may be labeled as uncooperative. Personal prejudice. Sometimes winning an argument or getting back at somebody for personal reasons may give the problem a secondary priority, thus diluting the strength of the decisions. Log rolling. This term is coined for wheeling and dealing with political interests and purposes. These political pressures may come from the top management that wants a particular point of view to dominate in the committee discussions. The strain on interpersonal relations. In committee meetings, there is a tendency that everybody wants to please everybody else. Otherwise, any displeasure with the committee can strain working relations outside the committee too. Lastly, lack of effectiveness. Certain issues are better solved by individuals rather than committees. The committees are very useful in handling grievance and interdepartmental problems, but they are not effective in formulating such policies where individual initiative and creativity are involved.